Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Cup Series, Wurth 400, Dover International Raceway, 400 miles, 400 laps, 3 stages, 120, 130, 150, 9 sets of tires. Will that be enough? I know we saw some tire wear on the practice. Don't know if that's because the track was green or exactly. We did have the ARCA race yesterday, so I don't know. But with the Xfinity race today, hopefully it will rubber up a little bit. Fuel 92 to 99 laps. That's not so. Each stage will have to have a pit stop. So it's going to be tires. Is it going to be fuel? What's most important? Can we get the tire where we had at Bristol? That would be freaking awesome. That was a concrete track. This is a concrete track. But obviously not two just like two asphalt tracks aren't the same, two concrete tracks aren't the same. So there's a lot of questions going into this race tomorrow. 3 of the last 4 winners at Dover have started either 16th or 17th. And if that were to follow suit this year, that's either Bubba Wallace or Ricky Stenhouse Jr. That would be interesting. The last of those 4 races, 17th, 4th, 16th, and 17th were the. But the previous 2 was second. Hey, that's Ryan Blaney. Hey, okay, be cool with that. Be cool with any of those, actually. 1 of the last 10 Dover races went to overtime. We know we had the double overtime in the Xfinity race today, so is that going to stand true for the Cup race where we don't have overtime? 2 of the last 3 Dover winners 2 of the last 3 Dover races, I can't talk. 2 of the last 3 champions finished top 3 at Dover that year. So is Dover the championship, whoever top 3 in championships? So if you look at the last, since 2017, so in the stage era, racing era, 2017, the champion finished 3rd and 4th at Dover. In 2018, the champion finished 13th and 3rd, because they had 2 races back then. In 2019, the champion finished 10th and 6th. In 2020, the champion finished 5th and 39th. In 2021, the champion finished 2nd, which was Scott Larson. 2022, Logano finished 29th. And in 2023, Ryan Blaney finished 3rd. So 5 of the last 7 champions had a top 5 finish at Dover. So is Dover the race that we look at that if you finish in the top 5 at Dover, you have a good shot at being a champion that year? Could be interesting. We'll definitely have to take a look at that. 3 of the last 4 Dover races had 7 cautions. We know we have guaranteed 2 stage breaks. If we get 7 this year, where's the other 5 going to fall? We're going to get that caution late where you get, we got a set of tires laying on the pits. Do we really want them? Is tires that make a big deal? Does it become a fuel miles race where you can go 92 to 99 laps? So does the caution come out with 90 to go? You pit for tires and fuel. You don't pit again. But if you have that late race caution, what happens? So yeah, a lot of strategy going to happen in this race. It was the last year or the year before. I forgot to write this down. Second stage went caution free. So yeah, I mean there could be so many different things, and we saw some people spin out and qualify in practice. So we know this car's hard to drive. We know Dover's a hard track. It's going to be very, very interesting. In the last 2 Dover races, so this is next gen stats only. Ross Chastain average finish 2.5. He is definitely in my NASCAR Fantasy Live lineup. Alex Bowman 5.0. Christopher Bell 5.0. Chase Elliott 6.0 in a win. Martin Truex Jr. 6.5 in a win. Chris Buescher 8.5. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 8.5. Denny Hamlin 13.0. William Byron 13.0 and Ty Gibbs 13.0. Those are the average finishes over the last 2 years with the next gen car at Dover. We know in the past Jimmy Johnson was dominant. We know Kyle Larson in the old car was great. Not in the new car though. Not in this car. Not in the car we're going to have on Sunday. Now, those last 2 Dover races, the 2022 and 2023, average running position, Ross Chastain 4.04, Alex Bowman 6.78, Martin Truex Jr. 6.93, Chris Buescher 7.83, Chase Elliott 7.84, William Byron 9.37, Denny Hamlin 9.57, Ryan Blaney 10.56, Ty Gibbs 11.02, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 11.43. So far in points this year, we have 10 races, 7 different winners. Kyle Larson with a win, leading the points, followed by Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott with a win, William Byron with 3 wins, Tyler Reddick with a win, Denny Hamlin with 2 wins, Ryan Blaney, Ty Gibbs, Ross Chastain, Alex Bowman's the top 10, Bubba Wallace is 11th, Chase Briscoe 12th, Christopher Bell 13th for the win, 14th Brad Keselowski, 15th Joe Logano, 16th Chris Buescher, 17th Kyle Busch, and 18th is Daniel Suarez with a win as well. So far in 2024, I am 4-3 in the Truck Series on my picks. After today's race, we're picking Ryan Truex to win the Xfinity race, 8-2 in the Xfinity Series. Cup Series, 4-5. Now, the NASCAR Fantasy Live lineup, where you pick 5 drivers and have 1 in the garage. My 5 picks for that this week is going to be Ross Chastain, Alex Bowman, Chris Buescher, Chase Elliott, and Martin Truex Jr. Kyle Busch in the garage. My 4 picks are going to be Kyle Busch. He's on the pole. We know he's won from the pole at Dover before. Martin Truex Jr. He won last year. Now, remember last year, Ryan Truex won the Xfinity race. Martin won the Cup race. Ryan won today. So can Martin go back-to-back as well? Ross Chastain and Alex Bowman are the 4 picks. So again, NASCAR Fantasy Live lineup, Ross Chastain, Alex Bowman, Chris Buescher, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch in the garage. Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, and Alex Bowman are the 4 picks to win. 4-5 in the Cup Series in 2024. So that is the Wurth 400, the 107th NASCAR Cup Series race at Dover, the Monster Miles. The Monster Mile. Will Miles the Monster take out cars, or will Miles the Monster be nice monster? We know the big one happens. We saw the Casgralla hit. It was a massive hit. We have Corey Heim substituting for Eric Jones in the 43, Rich Petty throwback. I know Jimmy Johnson said there's a chance he may do a race or 2, which would be cool. To me, that is like the one time in history that you can do something like that. You just do it, you know. You have Jimmy Johnson in the 43, and it's got to be, to me, you got to do another throwback. You got to do a Petty throwback, or do that one car they did, where it's half black and white, half Petty blue, half black and white for the Intimidator, and with the best lap he's in the 43. I think that would be, and see if you can get the 3 font the same as Dale's. Like on one side have the 43 in the font, and the Childress font. On the other side having the Petty font. That would be badass. Just maybe, if do one race with Jimmy in the 43 and do it like that. I think the sponsors might get on board for that. That'd be pretty cool. But that is the Wurth 400. As always, thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports center content.